welcome to Santa Rosa High School, where tonight we bring you a big rivalry matchup here in the North Bay League. It's the Montgomery Vikings taking on the Santa Rosa Panthers, and for the first time in a long time, these teams match up with something on the line. Santa Rosa currently 4-2, tied with Montgomery and Cardinal Newman for second place in the NBL. Hello, everyone. I'm Dave Cox along with Ron Weethee, and it's been a while since this game really had this much meaning, but this is a big one tonight for both teams as they try to fight for playoff spot, not only in the NBL playoffs, but NCS position as well.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game tonight. Both teams at 4-2, trying to keep up with Cardinal Newman for second place behind Windsor. But Dave, this is my favorite gymnasium in the North Bay League. I just love this gymnasium. I love the way it's slayed out. I love the way the fans are close. I'm really excited about this game and looking forward to it.
One of the guys that's really been leading the way for Santa Rosa this year in their resurgence is Kalea Kai. He can do it outside, he can do it inside. Montgomery's going to have to be aware of him tonight.
Kalea Kai, he can shoot it from outside. He's a 6'2" junior forward. He's averaging 14 points a game, and he can get up as well. Look at the outside shooting from about 22 feet out there, and he can also get to the basket. He's going to be deadly down the lane. Cardinal Newman is going to have, Montgomery's going to have to pay a lot of attention to him getting down the lane. He likes to go to the right-hand side. He's good off the dribble. He can get to the offensive glass. He can basically do everything out here for Santa Rosa. He is a super talent. He's an exciting player to watch, and he has great athleticism on the defensive end as well.
New coach for Montgomery this year, Zach Tiedemann, former player at Montgomery, one of the all-time greats for the Vikings. He takes over for Tom Fitchie, and they've been a great outside shooting team. If they can hit their outside shots, which was Zach Tiedemann's forte back in the day, led by number 21 Hayden Lee, who is very capable of lighting it up, and they can make things happen.
Yeah, Hayden Lee might be their best shooter. 6'1" senior. He's averaging 10.1 points per game. This is a team that's won 4 of their last 5 games. And Dave, when they win basketball games, they're scoring 62 points. When they're losing basketball games, they're only scoring 38 points. So shooting is definitely key for them tonight. They need to shoot the ball well from the outside, and they need to be able to handle the defensive pressure and the full court pressure of Santa Rosa because they're very athletic.
Well, you know this place is going to be loud tonight. When was the last time Santa Rosa beat Montgomery? I'm not sure. No one is. It's been a long, long time. It's the Vikings and the Panthers coming up next here on YSN 365.com. And Salads, a neighborhood gathering place right near Montgomery High School. It's Emily's Kitchen, providing student athletes with the training to reach their full potential. The Sonoma County Cagers AAU basketball program, teaching hard work, dedication, self-control, and respect. The Sonoma County Cagers are hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend at Santa Rosa Junior College's Hale Pavilion for 3rd grade through 8th grade boys. For more information, visit their website at sonomacountykagers.com.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Highlights presented by Wild California, featuring the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. Available in Sonoma County at Oliver's Market, G&G, and Molesbury's. like we're just about ready to go. They had the whole place singing the national anthem. They didn't have a singer, so they just let everybody do it. The whole stands did it. It was kind of nice. We're going to meet the starting lineups now for these two teams, and not a lot of height, Ron, but a lot of great athletes on the floor tonight. So should be a very interesting matchup all the way around. For the Montgomery Vikings, they've kind of lived and died by the three-point shot.
Yeah, well, for Montgomery, this is a team that is going to be very good on the defensive end.
There's Montgomery,
Yep.
Lane, Young, Alex Soria, Joel Seitz, Hayden Lee, and Christian Davis. So really not much height there. And for Santa Rosa on the other side, we're going to take a look at them right now. Anthony Gallegos, he's done a nice job this year. Tommy Levine has played very well the last few weeks. And, of course, Kalea Kai we talked about in the open. Isaiah Steele will jump center against Joel Seitz, and the ball is immediately tapped out of bounds. Isaiah Steele got up and batted that one out, so it'll be Montgomery's ball, and in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Montgomery has the basketball. They're going to be playing against a very athletic Santa Rosa team. Steele in the middle can block shots, but neither of these teams really have a big shot blocker in the middle, so there'll be a lot of penetration. You'll be able to get to the basket without too much difficulty.
Lane Young misses his first shot. Isaiah Steele coming down with the rebound for Santa Rosa. So the Panthers with a chance to take the early lead. This is Jordan Walker up top to Gallegos. Gallegos tried to go around the screen, but the Vikings did a nice job of battling through that. Montgomery has been known for tough, hard-nosed defense over the years, and that's something that definitely won't change with Zach Tiedemann at the helm. Tommy Levine up top. Nice job by Seitz to get out there. Soria cuts him off. The ball bounces out to Gallegos, who fires it up. No good. Seitz fighting for it. It's Hayden Lee who comes down.
Yeah, what a great defensive set for Montgomery that first time down the floor. Very tight defense. They played inside the three-point line, and they made a very deliberate effort on the defensive end.
Alex Soria pounds it downside. Back out to Soria. Christian Davis wide open. A little bit strong. There's Tommy Levine with the rebound. So neither team able to hit their first shots of the night. Levine goes up and down with it. That's traveling. First turnover of the night.
Yeah, he committed. He got up in the air and didn't have anybody to pass to. One thing about Montgomery, they're very good on the defensive end in the half-court set. Zach Tiedemann has them playing wonderful on and they're going to block out the shooters. You're going to be hard-pressed to get offensive rebounds to get this Montgomery Viking defense.
I have seen Coach Fitchie at a lot of games this year. I haven't seen him yet tonight. He might be up behind us, and again, he might be home watching it on his computer. I don't know. There is Kalea Kai. Nice outside shot, no good. Kai was a lot of fun to watch in football this year. Great athlete. Vikings trying to pound it down low, and the Panthers take it away.
Yeah, getting your hands in the passing lanes. Santa Rosa is athletic, they're quick, and they're fast. So you got to be careful when you're throwing the ball. You got to be very deliberate. Don't commit, don't get in the air and not know you're going to throw the basketball.
Defenses dominating here in the early going. Montgomery trying to be the first one to break the ice. Lane Young trying to penetrate. Cut off nicely by Kalea Kai. Back to Young. Good matchup between those two. Young doesn't get it. Christian Davis has the ball fall right at his feet. A fresh 35. Soria misses. And another offensive rebound. Hayden Lee came down with that one. So Montgomery gets a couple offensive rebounds. Still tied 0-0. Hayden Lee on the right side goes the opposite way of the screen. Now it's Seitz. Vikings patiently looking for an opening.
Santa Rosa still in a man-to-man. Montgomery's had some good looks.
Seitz fouled underneath by Walker. Did a nice job with the pump fake. Got two of the Panthers in the air. And Joel Seitz will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, he sold the pump fake. It was great ball movement. They got to the offensive glass 3 times. You keep getting to the offensive glass, the fake, Seitz up, and going to the free throw line. Nice little pump fake inside. Great control, didn't slide his feet. Joel Seitz, 6'3", senior forward.
So Joel Seitz doesn't hit a free throw. And he gets the first point. Nice job. So finally, somebody gets one here. It takes about 2.5 minutes. Isaiah Steele finds a lane. Tapped by Walker. Steele comes down with it. Nice spin inside, no good. And Hayden Lee has his third rebound.
Well, you can see how much he can get up in the air, Steele. He could be a difference maker down low if he can stay out of foul trouble and get to the glass.
Hayden Lee's first three of the night. Gallegos has the rebound. So both teams a little ice cold, trying to iron out the kinks.
Now, if you're Santa Rosa, you're so athletic and great off the dribble, you probably want to try to break down the defense and try to get in the lane, look for an open pass or a shot inside.
Pass underneath. Steele was the last one to touch it. Montgomery's ball. So 2 turnovers by the Panthers, 1 for Montgomery so far. Very low scoring first quarter here. Well, John McGill, the head coach for the Santa Rosa Panthers, has done a nice job bringing about a resurgence here at Santa Rosa High School, has them in the playoff hunt. Sitting at 9-9 overall. Remember, they are a Division I school, so they go up against the big boys in the playoffs.
Yeah, they've only lost 1 game here at home, so this is a team that really has a great home court advantage, and let's see if they can continue that winning streak here tonight.
Hayden Lee too strong. Kaleakai has the rebound. Neither team hasn't been able to get out and run yet. Kaleakai trying to change that as he brings it up the floor. Steele goes down that lane again and doesn't get it, but does work his way to the free throw line. The foul is on Christian Davis.
And it was all created because Kaleakai had the double team come at him. They were trying to get the ball out of his hands. He was off the dribble on the left-hand side. Steele recognized there was a gap, broke to the lane with the ball, got down, and going to the free throw line. That's what you have to do. Drive, draw, and kick. Recognize if there's an open player, get him the basketball. You're going to get a higher percentage shot that way.
Steele gets both, and it's 2-1 Santa Rosa. So free throws through this first half of the first quarter, the only thing we've seen so far. Ryan Merricken has checked in now for Montgomery off the bench. Was injured at the beginning of the year, so they're glad to have him back. There's Lane Young wide open, now good. There's an offensive rebound now by Seitz. Joel Seitz has all 3 of Montgomery's points here in the first quarter.
Well, one thing's for sure, they're getting open looks. They're just not shooting a high percentage, Montgomery, at this point. But Seitz keeping them in the game by getting to the offensive glass and putbacks.
Jordan Walker trying to break the ice. The Panthers ice cold. You talked about the home court advantage that they have here. Has a lot to do with the fans and just they play it much better at home. They do.
I love the way this gymnasium's set up because the fans are right on top of you. The way the floor is, it's just a great backdrop.
Trying to step in front of the pass, Gallegos. Seitz ends up with it. Nice spin in the lane. Into the corner. Hayden Lee way off the mark. Lee has had some very nice wide open looks. Hasn't been able to connect. Ball tapped by a Viking.
Yeah, so far Montgomery shooting a low percentage from the perimeter. They've had some open looks. They just haven't been able to knock down the ball. But Seitz is keeping him in the game, getting the offensive glass.
Gaudreau and McCondre check in now for Santa Rosa to try to give them a boost. McCondre very good at getting to the rack offensively. See if he gives them a spark off the bench. There's Steele on the right side, guarded by Seitz. Kaleakai up top. Panthers showing some patience here. 10 seconds to shoot.
One thing you note about the Viking defense is they got quick hands. They're in the passing lanes, and they really move their feet. They shovel their feet well on defense. I know Zach Tiedemann's got them playing great defense here.
Tommy Levine fouled by Ryan Merricken. First foul on Merricken, 13th foul against the Vikings. Kaleakai chases it down, finds Steele up top. Gaudreau finds McCondre. McCondre can definitely score. Tries to penetrate, kicks it out. Kaleakai too strong. Merricken skies for the rebound.
I'd like to see Akai try to get to the basket for Santa Rosa. Try to take it off the dribble instead of settling for that long outside shot, Dave. I think he's going to get a higher percentage if he can get to the lane with his athleticism and get to the free throw line.
Evan Polson has also checked in for Montgomery. Remember his brother, Eric Polson, last year. They called him the Big E. They call Evan the Little E. There's Seitz inside, no good. Offensive rebound coming down with that in the paint is Abraham Rodriguez. But we have a foul call against Rodriguez, and it'll be Santa Rosa's ball.
Well, how active his sight's been down low. He's just watching that basketball go up, goes and follows it, and on that particular one right there, able to work down low with his dribble skills, and he's looking really great out so far for Montgomery.
Actually, they might have just called a travel on that. So here comes Santa Rosa now, despite the fact that neither team has been able to hit their shots. It's a close, low-scoring first quarter. McCondre to the rack. As advertised, he gets there and scores. Alex McCondre gives Santa Rosa a 1-point lead.
Yeah, I think that's where Santa Rosa can take advantage of Montgomery off the dribble with their quickness, athleticism, break down the defense, find the open shooters.
Rodriguez tries to go up and under, doesn't get it. Chris Langer comes down with a rebound. Santa Rosa trying to go on a little bit of a run here with 1:20 to go in the first quarter. Isaiah Steele up top, guarded by Seitz. Kicks it back out. McCondre does it again. Alex McCondre has hit 2 shots off the bench. They beat the press, don't attack, however. Rodriguez decides to settle up top. Into the corner it goes. Lorenzo Diaz rattles the rim, no good. Nice run here for the Panthers.
I'm sorry, Dave. Santa Rosa hasn't created very many turnovers off their press, but they're speeding the pace of the game up, and it's forcing Montgomery to get into a different rhythm than they like to go. They like to go half court, back and forth. They don't like to run the full court.
Montgomery has a chance to work this clock down into about 5 seconds. Zach Tiedemann saying go ahead and do that. Last time I remember a Santa Rosa win was right here on this floor in about 1988, 1999. Pat Kennedy was coaching Santa Rosa. That's the last one I remember. There's been no wins by Santa Rosa or Montgomery in the Max Preps era. Gaudreau with the rebound. Langer comes down now and tries to bring it up the floor. 5 seconds to go. Langer's going to have to hustle. He gets off the shot, and it's a blocking foul, so Langer will go to the free throw line.
Well, I don't know. From my angle over here, that was a tough call, but I like the aggressiveness. The clock was winding down. I love the fact that he knew that and wanted to drive and get to the basket. Very aware on the court and driving it, and I'm not sure if the defender was sliding from my angle. I couldn't really tell. So, but he's at the free throw line. Chance to cut into this lead. I don't remember a game that we have ever done that's this low scoring in the first quarter. What do you say? 7-3 so far?
Langer got both. How about that? The Panthers are a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Merrigan from midcourt. Pretty good looking shot, but it doesn't go. So it's a good first quarter for the Panthers as they take an 8-3 lead after 1. We'll take a break right here, and we'll be back with the start of quarter number 2. Santa Rosa leading Montgomery by 5 here on YSN365.com.
Providing student athletes with the training to reach their full potential, the Sonoma County Cagers AAU basketball program, teaching hard work, dedication, self-control, and respect. The Sonoma County Cagers are hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend at Santa Rosa Junior College's Hale Pavilion for 3rd grade through 8th grade boys. For more information, visit their website at SonomaCountyCagers.com. Highlights presented.
Ready to start quarter number 2. Santa Rosa leading by 5, and they got a great boost from Alex McCondre off the bench, and they were 4 for 4 from the free throw line. The only score for Montgomery in that first quarter was Joel Seitz. There's Alex Sorian. His shot's blocked by Steele. McCondre trying to get it up the floor quickly, but Kalea Kai has it, tries the 3, off the mark, front rim.
Well, he's 0 for 3 from that spot so far, Dave. I'd like to see him take the ball to the hoop and put pressure on the defense, get others involved. He has the skill to do it all.
And that is his spot against Windsor. He hit 3 from that left side. There's a steal. McCondre trying to get to the rack, but Lane Young blocks the shot somehow. Got down there and disrupted that beautifully.
Now, what great anticipation by Lane Young.
He didn't give up his angle, that's for sure. Now Young tries to get to the rack, and he's fouled. Gaudreau and Steele were both there. It goes against Gaudreau. Andre Gaudreau with his first personal foul.
You know, oftentimes a defensive play like that will spark your team, and Young came down the floor, got to the baseline. He's shooting from the free throw line here to shoot 2, but he's averaging 10 points per contest. But I remember Young last year in some of the games that he had played in, and he's a terrific player off the dribble. He can shoot from outside. He's had a couple looks tonight from outside, a couple clean open looks, but just hasn't been able to knock him down as of yet.
Lane Young gets both, and it's now 8-5.
As we highlighted in the opening, when the Vikings win their basketball game, they score 62 points. When they lose, they score 38, a 14-point differential. With them only having 5 points so far in the second quarter, they got to find a way to score the basketball. They're handling the pressure against Santa Rosa in the full court pretty well, but I think it's taken them out of rhythm in their half-court set on the offensive end.
Panthers turn it over there. That's their third turnover. The teams are even with 3 apiece. Montgomery trying to find a hot hand. Only hit 1 field goal thus far, and that was a putback by Joel Seitz. They're 0 from beyond the arc. That is their trademark for sure. Tommy Levine guarded by Soria. Into the corner it goes. Hayden Lee. Not quite there. Isaiah Steele has it. Kai brings it up quickly. The Panthers need to take advantage of the fact that Montgomery's cold, because you can't expect that to last all night long.
No, they're shooting a very low percentage at this point, but that will improve eventually.
Kai, no good. Steele tips it out to McCondre, and he's fouled. Offensive foul. Yep, and McCondre is not happy about that.
No, they got him for the charge. Well, an opportunity for the Vikings to come back down the floor. There he was, off the dribble, down the lane. The shot by Akai, the kick out, and then against Seitz, and pretty good call, yep.
Seitz definitely had position.
He took the hit. Now, the Vikings have handled the full court pressure well, but in the half-court set, they're getting high percentage looks. They're just not making the shots. So they need to continue to do that, still try to get it off the dribble, maybe get it down inside to Seitz. He's been effective down low.
Soria, and a timeout is taken right there by Montgomery. We're going to try to take a look at the standings here in the North Bay League and show you why this game is so important. Windsor, of course, has been the team to beat all year long. They are currently undefeated in the North Bay League at 6-0, and then you see the logjam in second place. Montgomery, Santa Rosa, Newman. Ukiah surprised everybody by beating Newman last week. Last year, Montgomery won both meetings, won by 5 at Montgomery, and then by 22 here at Santa Rosa.
Yeah, and both of these teams have lost to Windsor and Cardinal Newman. So they're tied in league. The winner of tonight's game definitely has a great advantage going into the end of the league. But so far, we got a tight contest. It's only a 3-point basketball game in the second quarter. Neither team on fire. Neither team finding really an effective way to score the basketball. For Santa Rosa, I think they need to get to the basket more. I think for Montgomery, they need to get it inside the Seitz and maybe kick it out for some threes and be patient.
Both cheering sections for a Monday night doing a heck of a job. Of course, the battle of the fans is in full force, and Santa Rosa won it last year, so they're trying to repeat. Montgomery would love to take it away from them. Tommy Levine guarded by Soria. Isaiah Steele left side up top to Jordan Walker.
Montgomery's giving him the outside shot.
McCondre, net. He was on the line. That's only a 2, but he has 6 points to lead all scorers.
Yeah, Montgomery Vikings on the defensive end are just daring him to shoot that outside shot. They haven't been effective as of yet, but there was a nice one right there. Okay, let's see if Seitz can do some work down low here.
Seitz with the left hand, second field goal of the night, and that is definitely where Montgomery can get an advantage. Seitz is a good post player, and he's hard to guard down there, especially if you match up with him height-wise.
Yeah, and if he's guarded by Steele, Steele wants to block the shot, so you give him the up fake, he's going to jump. You could get him in foul trouble and get him in jeopardy in this game.
Lane Young with a steal. It goes back to Young, out in front of the pack. He misses. Right there to follow it up is Hayden Lee.
That shows you what you got to do right there. Lee running the floor with Lane Young and following up on the miss. How about a Kai Sleep there? Oh, my gosh. That guy can get up.
He was in the air. Steele to the free throw line.
Yeah, it was all caused because of Lane Young getting in the passing lanes. Deflected that one back. They broke off of it and ended up getting the basket. Watch this. There goes Akai with a sweep trying to block the shot, and Lee on the follow. You got to run the floor if you're going to get up and down the floor against these guys. Santa Rosa is fast, quick, and athletic.
Steele, who has now hit 2 of 3 from the free throw line.
You know, I had an opportunity to watch the JV game prior to this game, and the Vikings came out on top 47-34 over Santa Rosa in the JV game that was right before this one.
Second one no good. Seitz has the rebound. Montgomery gets it inside, but Seitz loses the handle. He had a lane and an opening. 3:40 to go, second quarter. Very low-scoring game, one of the lowest-scoring first halves I can remember. There's Tommy Levine rattling the rim, no good. The ball bounces out, and Soria comes down with it. That was almost a free opportunity there for the Panthers. That loose ball rolled out near the free throw line.
Okay, try to get it in Seitz again. They were effective last time. I'd go right back to him. Work the ball around, have Seitz slip over, and get it in his hands.
There he is. Little isolation play with Seitz and Steele. Back out to Hayden Lee. Finally, the Vikings get one to drop from beyond the arc, and it's Hayden Lee.
There you go, inside out. Get it the ball to Seitz. He's effective down low. He sees the open shooter. That's more of their flow of their half-court offense right there. Very effective. They need to do that every time down the floor until Santa Rosa makes them do something else.
Under 3 minutes now, Montgomery takes the lead for the first time since way back when it was 1-0. Kalea Kai in the lane spinning. Panthers lose the handle. Gallegos dives for it, slides it to Riley O'Neal, but it looks like Gallegos, or Soria, was on the line. So it'll be Santa Rosa's ball. Now, Riley O'Neal is an interesting player. He's only a sophomore, but he does go 6'5", so he's the tallest player on the floor. We'll see if Montgomery can use him to their advantage against the smaller Panthers.
Yeah, he definitely adds rebounding, and he can alter your shot, get his arms up, and play some really good defense, be solid out there on the floor. Just don't try to do too much out on the floor as a sophomore.
And a timeout taken by the Santa Rosa Panthers. We'll see if it's a full or 30. Looks like it's a 30, so.
Well, one thing you know for the Vikings, if there's a way to score the ball, Zach Tiedemann is going to have his team figure it out, because that guy could score the ball when his day. Well, we did a lot of his games in the day, and then he went on to college, and he actually played pro over in Holland.
Yeah, I think my favorite year was his freshman year when he was playing with his older brother, and he was running the point, and he looked like he was about 13 or 14 years old. And he would come up across midcourt and sometimes just launch up threes, and he would make a lot of them. But you know, most freshmen starting on varsity running the point would probably take about 5 shots all year, and that wasn't the case with Zach. He wasn't bashful even back then.
No, he could shoot the basketball. And, you know, something that I remember about his shot is he didn't always have to shoot that jump shot. He could shoot the set shot. And when you shoot a set shot, it allows you to shoot the ball from farther out. We're seeing that change in the NBA by Curry shooting a set shot or a push shot, and it gives you your legs underneath you when you shoot the basketball. If you're strong enough, you can shoot the jump shot. But also when you shoot the jump shot, it takes longer to get up and release it, so you're actually quicker off of the set shot.
Levine gets it to Gallegos. There's steal guarded by Riley O'Neal. Good help there by American. Kaleakai with under 10 to shoot. And Kaleakai nails a three. Both teams starting to heat up.
Montgomery is doing a great job handling the full court pressure. They're passing it deliberately. They're making their cuts. They're waiting and setting up in the half-court set.
American got it to drop, and he's fouled. Thought for a moment Dan Galvin might call traveling. He kind of made that jump stop and then went up with the ball, but it was a good move by American.
Yeah, he just stayed with it the whole way and has great athleticism, concentration, and got inside, breaking down the defense. American getting to the hoop, missing the free throw, though.
American does not complete the three-point play. Akai gets it to Gallegos. Partially blocked. Lane Young got a hand on that. 2-point lead for Montgomery.
Where's Seitz? Get him the basketball.
Seitz wants it. Trying to post up on Steele. Now he steps out. He'll drive to the rack. And Steele got a piece of that, but Seitz came down with it. Hayden Lee off the mark. Long rebound. Lee off the foot of Gallegos, I believe.
It just seems like when Seitz touches the basketball down there, good things happen. Whether he's off the dribble or he's finding open shooters, it just seems to be a good recipe for them here in the first half.
Great to be bringing you this one live here tonight.
Santa Rosa in a man-to-man on this defense on the inbounds play.
Lane Young. Blocked by Steele. Ball's going to stay with Montgomery. Great defense by the Panthers.
Wow, he sent that one out of there, huh? Don't bring that weak stuff in here, he says. There's Young on the head fake, getting by Kai, going up, and Steele said, nah, I don't think so.
Joel Seitz. Nice job by Seamus Lyons, but he got a piece of him. He thought it was clean, but the official does not agree, and Seitz will go to the free throw line.
Well, you know, on the inbound pass when he caught the basketball, I like the way he gathered himself with that one dribble and put his shoulder in there and then gets to the free throw line. I thought it was a good call. Montgomery's been really effective when they get it in his hands. And remember, they only had 3 points in the first quarter. They have 15 now, so they scored 12 in the second quarter here and doing a much better job on the offensive end. They settled down in the half-court set, and when they started going to Seitz inside, it changed things for them.
Seitz gets both. The Vikings have hit 4 of 5 here in this quarter, and they now have a 4-point lead over Santa Rosa.
So a minute to go, and Montgomery picking up full three-quarter court almost here, I guess half court. See if they fall back. American.
Tommy Levine dribbling up against Ryan American. Good matchup. Under a minute to go. First half winding down. Bounce pass back to Tommy. Nice give and go. Back up to Jordan Walker. Seamus Lyons buries the three. Panthers back to within 1. 40 seconds to go in the half. Clutch shot by Lyons. Full court pressure has an effect, but a foul called just before the steal by Lyons.
Well, I actually thought he got fouled on the first double team in the corner. American was able to break through that. And then on the second one, he was definitely fouled. So a very good job by the official there to pick that. See, there's the outside shot. And draining it by Lyons, the left-hander. I knew that was going down from when he just released it. You could just see that one was going.
Very confident look.
It was very confident.
Love the fact that the Panthers have these guys that can come off the bench and immediately provide a spark. Sometimes guys, they can sit and kind of watch the way the game unfolds and decide how they're going to be effective when they come in. That can be a real advantage to watch the first few minutes and come off the bench.
Yeah, sometimes as a bench player, I think it's a lot easier when you're playing a full court game because you get to run up and down the floor and you get to break a sweat a little quicker.
Levine pokes that ball away and then American fouls him. It's a pretty good foul because Kaleakai was going down the other way.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't have clear path fouls here in high school, but it was getting to be close to that. But that was a good foul. I know Kalea Kai made his last three, but I still like to see him get to the basket. Break down the defense. He's the one guy out there that just has the athleticism to outdo everybody else.
Levine takes the inbound now. The Panthers have a chance to take the lead here. See if they hold on for the final shot. Lyons kicks it inside. Gallegos says, I've got a good look, but he doesn't get it. He gives Evan Paulson an opportunity for a rebound, and the Vikings a chance to add to the 1-point lead. Joel Seitz into the corner, wide open. Burrows misses. Lyons comes down with it, and he's fouled from behind by Burrows. Bryce Burrows, who just came into the game, and it's going to be 1-1. That's the 7th team foul against Montgomery, so the Panthers are now in the bonus. So big free throws right here.
Lions, one of 6 seniors on this Santa Rosa basketball squad.
Doesn't get it. Ball kept alive. Burrows comes down with it. And that's going to do it for the first half of play. So Montgomery with a much better second quarter. Both teams starting to find a little rhythm offensively, Ronnie.
Yeah, it was 8-3, a very low-scoring first quarter, and Santa Rosa was on top after one. But in the second quarter, Montgomery, they started calming down. They got the ball inside. They shot a higher percentage. And right now we have a 16-15 game in favor of the Vikings. But I'm looking forward to the second half, see what the coaches do, what kind of adjustments they make for the second half. And it should be a barn burner here coming up in the second half, Dave.
All right, we'll take a break right here. The cheerleaders are on the floor. We'll be back with more from Santa Rosa High School. The Vikings leading by 1 at the break.
Highlights presented by Wild California, featuring the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious, and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. Available in Sonoma County at Oliver's Market, G&G, and Molesberry's. Kerry Heiner has been helping local student athletes develop strength and speed for sports performance for over 20 years. If you're trying to get to the next level for club, varsity, college, or pro sports, contact Kerry Heiner now at 583-5720. Real results, real fast. Highlights presented by Wild California, featuring the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious, and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. Available in Sonoma County at Oliver's Market, G&G, and Molesberry's. For the best in California comfort food in a friendly environment, come to Emily's Kitchen in Montgomery Village for breakfast and lunch with fresh soups daily along with sandwiches and salads. A neighborhood gathering place right near Montgomery High School. It's Emily's Kitchen. For the best in California comfort food in a friendly environment, come to Emily's Kitchen in Montgomery Village for breakfast and lunch with fresh soups daily along with sandwiches and salads. A neighborhood gathering place right near Montgomery High School. It's Emily's Kitchen.
Providing student athletes with the training to reach their full potential, the Sonoma County Cagers AAU basketball program, teaching hard work, dedication, self-control, and respect.
The Sonoma County Cagers are hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend at Santa Rosa Junior College's Hale Pavilion for 3rd grade through 8th grade boys. For more information, visit their website at sonomacountykagers.com.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Highlights presented by Wild California, featuring the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. Available in Sonoma County at Oliver's Market, G&G, and Molesbury's.
15, they got a little musical chairs going on at midcourt. I hope you're enjoying that. Oh, great battle for that. Good battle on the floor tonight. Both teams in the locker room, imagine they're talking a lot about trying to get a little bit more of an offensive rhythm and figure out a way they can take advantage of their athleticism against the other team's defense.
Well, I thought for the Montgomery Vikings, they did a great job in the second quarter. In the first quarter, they only scored 3 points. I mean, this is pretty hard to believe, actually. They only scored 3. But in the second quarter, they made some adjustments. They worked inside out. They shot a higher percentage from the free throw line and outside, and they ended up scoring 16 points in the first half. On the other hand, for Santa Rosa, I thought they were very deliberate in their full court pressure. They did a great job speeding up the game, but they didn't turn Montgomery over very much in the full court. They shot okay from outside. They made a couple outside shots, but I still like them breaking down the defense and maybe even trying to push the ball a little bit more in the full court, try to get it into more of a full court game.
All right, let's take a look at the highlights of that first half of play. First, for the Montgomery Vikings.
Well, Seitz was very, very key down low. There's Hayden Lee working it, kicking it out to Lane Young, and Young A rebound by Seitz. Seitz had 7 points in that first half. He was really key for them to get calmed down in their half-court set. There he was inside with a left hand working down low. And then there was Young after that deflection. And Lee on the follow and the miss. And just a great job following and running the floor by the Vikings. There's the outside shot, or the fake by Seitz, kicking it out. And that's what I like about him. If he gets the ball down low and he doesn't have a shot, he's going to look for the open shooter outside. He's going to try to work it around. They're going to try to stay in the flow of the offense, and it helps him shoot high percentage shots.
Well, the Panthers got going finally when they brought a couple guys off the bench, mainly Alex Montgomery. He really gave them a boost in that first half.
Yeah, Montgomery ended up having 6 points in the first half. There's the drive and the shot from the baseline. That was all net. That was beautifully done. What a great arch. And then the shot from outside. He doesn't even touch the rim, does he, when he shoots the basketball? Wow, that's pretty impressive. But I like him off the dribble. There was a Kai from outside knocking down the 1-3 that he made. And he has the ability, averaging 14 points a game, to really put up a big number in the game. But there was Lyons coming off the bench. You know, one thing that I had mentioned earlier in the first half was when you run a full court game, you run a full court press, for bench players coming off and getting involved in the press, it gets them right in the rhythm. They're excited about the game. They don't have to kind of find themselves into the flow of the game in the half-court set. They're in the game, and they're ready to shoot the basketball.
All right, looking forward to the second half. We'll take a quick break right here. We'll be back with the start of the third quarter in just a moment.
Providing student athletes with the training to reach their full potential, the Sonoma County Cagers AAU basketball program, teaching hard work, dedication, self-control, and respect.
The Sonoma County Cagers are hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend at Santa Rosa Junior College's Hale Pavilion for 3rd grade through 8th grade boys. For more information, visit their website at SonomaCountyCagers.com. Highlights.
All right, we're ready for the third quarter of play. Good, close ball game, very low scoring. Should be an interesting second half. Both cheering sections having a lot of fun at halftime. That was kind of cool. Isaiah Steele back up top to Kalea Cly. Leading scorer for the Panthers was Alex Montgomery with 6 points. There's Tommy Levine. He had 3 in the first half, now has 5. Both teams were about even in turnovers. Montgomery had 5, Santa Rosa 4.
Well, that was all about body adjustment for Levine. What a beautiful shot inside. There's a steal and a run out.
Gallegos misses, but he's fouled from behind by Lane Young.
I like the hustle by Young, running down on the defensive end and trying to stop that. Normally, I think a guy would make that layup, but he was able to force a miss. And then there was a run out by Gallegos, and then Young knocking his right arm, so forcing him to the free throw line. Great hustle by Lane Young on the defensive end getting back.
Montgomery had a 7 rebounding advantage. 7, that's a big number. They had 18 rebounds, Santa Rosa only 11 in that first half.
Well, and a lot of that was done on the defensive boards because they play such a tight defense. They were daring Santa Rosa to shoot the ball from outside, and they did a great job of blocking out, as you would expect for a Zach Tiedemann basketball squad.
Nice start to the third quarter for Santa Rosa. They now lead by 3. Alex Soria to the rack hard. Nice drive as he's able to penetrate that defense. Been very difficult to do that tonight against the Panthers.
Well, yeah, and he's super quick, and he gets up high, so he makes it really tough. Santa Rosa, the only shot blocker they really have on the floor is Steele, and he was nowhere to be found on that last play.
Gallegos, a little bit strong. Nice rebound by Steele. Doesn't quite finish. Lane Young has it now for the Vikings. Young trying to go coast to coast, and he's fouled hard.
Montgomery is forcing the action here in the second half to start this basketball game here in the second half. They're great on defense, they're active, they're running the floor, and they're trying to put as much pressure on Santa Rosa in the full court as they can when they get the basketball.
Levine coming over to the bench to check with Coach McGill here during this break. 1-point game. Lane Young trying to change that, but he misses. Nice crowd for a Monday night. You know, we wanted to cover this because it was an important game and a rivalry matchup, but wasn't sure how many students particularly would be here. But I guess they didn't get a lot of homework tonight, or they went home and got their homework done right after school.
Yes, or they didn't do it.
Steele kicks it out. Jordan Walker got it. Big basket there as the Panthers try to hang on to the momentum. Coach McGill calling for the trapping, kind of three-quarter court, full court trap. Hayden Lee. Walker tries to keep it alive. It kicks all the way out to Gallegos. Panthers slow things down now.
Okay, let's see where Santa Rosa finds their offense from. The defense is tough. Montgomery's in the passing lanes. Levine can break you off the dribble. You can see his athleticism on that last shot he made going to the hoop.
There goes Tommy Levine. No good. Joel Seitz has the rebound.
Yeah, just a little bit out of control on that last shot there.
Gallegos takes it back away. Tommy Levine doesn't get it. Seitz has the rebound.
Well, he did everything right on that one, but make the shot. He stopped, he took the body contact, he gathered himself, and he just wasn't able to get that one to go down. Good defensive effort by Santa Rosa getting back.
21-18. Lee up top, Christian Diaz. Over to Soria. Soria had the screen. Now he does decide to take the shot, stepping back, and Seitz comes down with an offensive rebound. Joel Seitz back up strong for Montgomery, and it's a 1-point game. Tommy Levine
kept Montgomery in this basketball game.
Levine fires it up off the front rim. Steele, offensive rebound. Levine again off the mark. Kalea Kai, great offensive rebound as he dives in. He came out of nowhere to grab that one.
Levine with two quick shots there from outside the perimeter. The first one a little bit short, and watch how fast he shoots the second one. He gathered himself. It looked like he had his feet set. And then Akai getting to the glass.
Kalea Kai got a very friendly roll that time. So that one just trickles over the rim and in to make it a 2-point lead for the Panthers. Some halftime scores. Cardinal Newman leads Casa Grande 29-20. Windsor 33, Carrillo 22. You can find those live scoring updates on YSN365.com. Kalea Kai got them both.
Well, I love the way he spins that basketball. What a nice release when he shoots that ball from the free throw line.
Santa Rosa takes it away. Mazi McCondre got it. Another big basket for McCondre. Wow, what a game for him off the bench. He just comes in and immediately puts points up.
Yeah, he's Mr. Energy out there. And I don't even know how he made that last one. I think he bounced it off almost the bottom of the backboard using the glass to roll it up there. It was a very, very difficult angle, but he was able to just put enough English on the basketball to make it go in.
Vikings turn that over. That's their 8th turnover. Panthers have a 5-point lead, equaling their biggest, which was back in the first quarter. Tommy Levine kicks it out to Walker. Up top it goes. Gaudreau down the lane. And he's fouled.
Yeah, they're going to get Steele back into the game here real quick. They need his athleticism on the defensive glass and down low against Seitz.
Andre Gaudreau got the first. His first point of the night.
Yeah, Seitz back into the game. Steele come back in as well.
Gaudreau, just a freshman. How about that? And he got that one. Panthers have hit all 6 of their free throws, and they now lead by 7 in this third quarter.
Often when you're a full court pressing team, it really won't take effect until the second half when a team kind of gets rattled or tired. and then you'll go on a spurt of like 6 points during turnovers. Watch to see if it's affected Montgomery, maybe been a little bit tired in their concentration with that full court pressure all this game.
27-20, the Panthers trying to beat Montgomery for the first time in a long, long time. And a foul call on Walker as Seitz tried to drive the baseline.
He sure handles the ball better than you would think down low. He's got great handles down low and a good decision maker as well. Santa Rosa doing man-to-man on the inbounds, man-to-man defense.
Jordan Walker takes it away, fires it, and it's taken back away by the Vikings. Rodriguez stepped in front of that. Here comes Ryan Merrick, he tries the no-look pass underneath to Riley O'Neal.
Well, I like the idea. They had numbers, and they was trying to attack the basket. Just wasn't able to complete the pass.
American finds Seitz wide open. A little bit of a lapse in the defense, and American recognized it.
There's exactly at the high school level why I like zoning the inbounds pass. I think you have a better chance of stopping backdoor cuts and passes underneath like that when you're in a zone. At least zone the inbound pass and then go back to a matchup man-to-man.
Isaiah Steele off the mark that time. So the Vikings now with a chance to try to get back in the game. Seitz down low, and he's fouled from behind.
Yeah, if you're at the college level or the NBA level, higher than the high school level, you're with each other for a long period of time. There's much more coaching along the way. You know how to communicate a little bit better. So playing the man-to-man is a little bit different at that level. But at the high school level, I'm really a fan of playing that tight zone on the inbound pass. And if there's a three-point shooter, you got to get in their hand in their face. But match up after the zone.
Joel Seitz had a good game. He's a senior. And he gets both. 6 points for Seitz here in the third. Pulls Montgomery back to within 3.
Well, the longer this game goes and it remains close, Dave, the more important those free throws become. Let's see who wins the free throw shooting contest here.
Jordan Walker. Big basket there for Walker as he hits from the outside, and it's a 5-point Santa Rosa lead.
He just kind of does a little bit of everything out there on the floor, doesn't he, Walker?
Double team, Seitz, and a timeout taken by Zach Tiedemann. Down to 3 timeouts remaining. It's a full, so we'll take a break right here. 2:47 to go in the third. 29-24, Santa Rosa over Montgomery. We'll be right back.
For the best in California comfort food in a friendly environment, come to Emily's Kitchen in Montgomery Village for breakfast and lunch with fresh soups daily along with sandwiches and salads. A neighborhood gathering place right near Montgomery High School. It's Emily's Kitchen.
Providing student athletes with the training to reach their full potential, the Sonoma County Cagers AAU basketball program, teaching hard work, dedication, self-control, and respect.
The Sonoma County Cagers are hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend at Santa Rosa Junior College's Hale Pavilion for 3rd grade through 8th grade boys. For more information, visit their website at SonomaCountyCagers.com.
So we're ready to go here. Timeout taken there by Montgomery. They have 3 timeouts remaining. Santa Rosa still has 4.
Well, as we wind down this third quarter, it looked like it was a really good timeout for the Montgomery Vikings. They looked like they were a little bit winded. The pressure was getting to them in the full court here. Let's see if they settle down in this half-court set and try to get back in this basketball game.
Seitz posting up. He's double teamed there. Finds the open man, Merrick. Merrick drives, flips it up, got it! Oh my goodness! Ryan Merrick with the most acrobatic shot of the night. He's got a chance to get an old-fashioned.
Wow, that was beautiful. And the defense even had their hands on the basketball as he was going to the hoop. He's like a magician down there. I mean, he came and just delivered right through the hoop. I don't even know how the basketball got up there. What a beautiful shot that was. That's the second one we've seen on his behalf tonight.
And Merrick does complete the 3-point play.
Well, when you get contributions off the bench like that, both teams are getting them. It really helps your squad.
The lead is now just 2. Walker over to Mozzie McCondry. McCondry up and under, no good. Seitz has the board.
He had
6
to move
rebounds
it.
for Seitz.
He had to move down low, just the wrong English on the glass.
Rodriguez up top, Merrigan back to Rodriguez. Lobs it underneath, Seitz trying to get underneath, and he finds Christian Davis. Davis again, too strong off the back, and it's going to be Santa Rosa's ball.
Well, Seitz is so impressive down low that when you have bigs passing down low, that's about the most beautiful passing there is out on the basketball floor. And he was able to get inside. They just weren't able to convert. It was a good look, a good follow, and Santa Rosa with a chance to extend their 2-point lead here.
Tommy Levine bringing it up the court slowly. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Steele flips it back up top to Mozzie McCondry. Now it's Jordan Walker, left side. Steele tries to split 2 defenders. Offensive foul call.
Yeah, he just forced that a little too much off the dribble. There was good defense. There were 2 defenders there, and Steele picking up the offensive foul. Here he is, watching. He puts his head down, and he had determined, and the defender was set before he even took the second step. So,
yeah, Hayden Lee ends up taking the charge right there. It was close. Lee did a really nice job of selling it, though. Colson back up top to Merrican. Merrican finds an opening. They get it to Davis. And now the Vikings will reset their half-court game. Merrican has a double screen, flips it up top. Hayden Lee wide open. Doesn't get the 3. Seitz keeps it alive. Seitz up strong, and he's fouled.
well, he sold it. He made the move. He saw Steele was in his way from the right-hand side, so he puts the ball on the floor, goes across the lane, tries to go to the left hand, and the rake, and when you reach in like that, you're generally going to pick up that foul. But here he was on the board, went against Steele, and then decided to go left, and then the reach in and the free throws.
Seitz now has 14 points in this game. He's really kept Montgomery in it here, especially in this third quarter.
Well, the way this game is unfolding, Dave, I really believe the team that makes these free throws is going to win the game.
Offensive rebound, Davis. Steele finally comes down with the ball for the Panthers. 1 minute to go in the third. 29-28. Santa Rosa by 1. Calais, Akai. Walker with an offensive board. Panthers have a chance to run the clock down to about 18 seconds.
Look at that handle he's got. I want to see him break somebody down.
Steele finds himself wide open as Davis tried to take the charge and couldn't. And Steele has a wide open shot from in the paint.
Yeah, he had the ball down low. Definitely under control that time. I really like the way he was under control, got inside, and that's one of the toughest shots to make at all. 10-footer with no backboard. Great shot by Steele on that last one.
Levine called for the reach right there. He's going for the steal, tried to bat it from behind. And it's going to be Ryan Merrican who goes to the free throw line. That's 2 personal fouls on Levine. 17 fouls, so Montgomery's in the bonus, and they hit the bonus early. Entire fourth quarter, they're going to be shooting. Merrican got 1. Now he'll get the bonus.
Yeah, if the Vikings continue to get to the line, shoot a high percentage as this game unfolds through the fourth quarter, they could come out on top.
And Merrican gets them both. Remember, 7 points for Ryan Merrican.
Santa Rosa's only lost 1 game all year here in this gymnasium, so they're tough to beat here at home. The Vikings are trying to get it done.
Santa Rosa had a tough game last week against Newman. They fell behind 18-3 after 1. Came back to within 4 before losing, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. 31-30 after 3. It's going to be an exciting final 8 minutes. Don't miss it right here on YSN365.com. We'll be back with the start of quarter number 4 in just a moment.
California, featuring the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. Available in Sonoma County at Oliver's Market, G&G, and Molesbury's.
So here we go, the final 8 minutes here at Santa Rosa High School, and it's a one-point game heading to the fourth. Santa Rosa over Montgomery, trying to beat their rivals, the Vikes, for the first time in a long time in boys basketball. Their girls team had a fairly easy win over Montgomery last week. There's Hayden Lee trying to give Montgomery the lead, no good. Kalea Kai skies for the board.
Well, a good open look, a high percentage shot, but not able to knock it down on their first possession of the fourth quarter. Let's see how Santa Rosa chooses to try to score the basketball. Are they going to try to score from the perimeter? Are they going to try to break them down? They try to go over the top?
Take away there by Soria. Soria ahead to Ryan Merricken. Merricken bumped from behind, and he got it again. Ryan Merricken with a chance for another three-point play.
Wow, how good is he, Dave? He is not reluctant to take anybody off the dribble. He saw Walker, got around him, takes the reach and the bump, and still has the concentration to knock it down. He's had 3 incredible baskets in this game, 2 acrobatic, and that one was just all concentration and athleticism. And he's making his free throws.
Merricken got it again. 10 points for Ryan Merricken, and it's now a 2-point lead for the Vikings.
He's been the difference between them trailing and taking the lead by 2.
Steele up top. Gallegos resets the offense with 20 seconds to shoot. Levine and Merricken got him on the wrist. Merricken was hoping for a tie-up or a travel call.
It was close, that's for sure.
Referee Dan Galvin was all over that one. He's been doing it for a long time, one of the best in the area. Lob up top. Steele down the lane, tried a little backwards shot, and he's fouled. So Steele will go to the line.
Yeah, definitely a nice move. When he initially took the dribble and went the left-hand side of the lane to get to the basket, that lane was open and the defender slid over. Here he was right here, and then Merricken gets in front of him, and he's definitely moving and causing Steele to miss. But Steele's got to make some free throws here. Steele's tough to stop if he has an open lane. If there's just one defender on him and he can break you down off the dribble, he's got a strong body, he's athletic, and when he gets to the basket, you're probably not going to block a shot because he's going to shoot up over it.
Steele has 6 points so far. Make it 7. One-point game. Once again, you get the feeling this one is going to come down to the wire.
For Santa Rosa, I like staying in the full court trap.
All the way to the rack. Nice basket. Hayden Lee.
The Vikings saw an opportunity, and they took advantage of it and attacked the basket. They had numbers.
Steal by Hayden Lee. Lee, the length of the floor, blocked, but fouled by Gallegos.
And Gallegos is worried about the foul. He says it was a block, but it's better to have the block and send him to the free throw line to shoot 2 because Lane Young followed up and made the bucket. So they would have had an easy 2. Here's Lee on the break. Great defense, anticipated the block. The block might have happened, but he swung at it so hard that it just puts the onus on the ref, and the ref is often to call that. But it's actually beneficial for Santa Rosa that they called him to go to the free throw line because Lane Young followed up and just laid the ball in.
Lee off the mark on that one.
There you go, he missed the free throw, so an advantage Santa Rosa on that one.
Gaudreau checks out for the Panthers. And Lee gets the second.
Remember, this is a battle to stay in second place right behind Windsor. And the pressure is going to start to build as this fourth quarter unwinds. There's 6 minutes to go in the fourth, and both teams have been playing with a lot of concentration and a lot of athleticism and heart this whole game.
Akai down low. Soria takes it away. The Panthers have turned it over a few times now in this quarter, and the Vikings have taken advantage. They lead by 4. Lane Young back up top. A lot of ways to go here. Still just under 6 minutes to play. Turnovers starting to mount. It's 9 for Montgomery, 8 for Santa Rosa. Both teams getting close to double digits.
You know, watching these two teams out here, and we're talking about them battling for second place, and Windsor, you know, undefeated in the league at this point. Windsor is a very different basketball team than either Santa Rosa or Montgomery. They really are a great shooting basketball team. They're very different. Now, Cardinal Newman maybe a little bit better shooting with Baker than either one of these teams. These teams are very athletic, get up and down the floor and put a lot of pressure on you. I think Montgomery's a little bit more deliberate. Santa Rosa a little bit more athletic. Windsor obviously shoots the ball a little bit better than everybody.
Seitz gets the first one. Make it a 5-point lead for Montgomery. Doesn't get the second, but he ends up with the ball. Was tapped back out to Seitz. 8 rebounds for Joel. Big possession right here for Montgomery. Seitz into the corner. Lane Young. Got it. Big 3. Oh my, that hurt. And then it's an 8-point lead.
Super tough shot. When you are sliding sideways, that's good. Oh. When you're sliding sideways and you're moving sideways and trying to hit a jump shot, that makes it that much more difficult. And Lane Young was able to drop that one down. That was super impressive. I had a really good angle, and he was drifting to the left. Knocked it down.
40-32. Montgomery by 8. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Student athletes with the training to reach their full potential. The Sonoma County Cagers AAU basketball program, teaching hard work, dedication, self-control, and respect. The Sonoma County Cagers are hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend at Santa Rosa Junior College's Hale Pavilion for 3rd grade through 8th grade boys. For more information, visit their website at sonomacountykagers.com.
Dan. All right, here we go. 5:13 to play. Panthers have the ball after the timeout. Montgomery coming out of the break a little bit late. The momentum definitely in the Vikings court right now.
Santa Rosa trails by 8 points. They have the basketball. There's plenty of time in this basketball game, but they need to figure out how to score the basketball. Where are they going to go to score it? It looks like they have a tie on the move.
Seamus Lyons, he hit a nice shot off the bench in the first half. Mozzie McCondry is also back on the floor for the Panthers to provide a scoring punch. Tommy Levine. McCondry, great rebound. This shot was disrupted by Lane Young as Lyons came down with the rebound. And the Panthers were on the line, so it's going to be Montgomery's ball.
Yeah, Levine taking a very long contested shot on the last one. Not able to knock that shot down.
Polson almost threw that one away. Soria guarded closely by Lyons. 4:35 to go. Vikings looking to chew on a little clock right here, I am sure. Try to get the lead into double digits. Soria guarded by Lyons. Shot clock at 5. Seitz flips it all the way up top, and the Vikings are not going to get off the shot. That's their 10th turnover. Nice defensive stand for Santa Rosa. Definitely sense that they turned the heat up a notch or two there.
Well, they have to at this point. They're trailing by 8, but really good defensive set for them. I don't think they've played any better defense in half court than that right there, but that's not going to work for them.
Lane Young with the steal, but he misses the lay-in.
Dave, when you slap the backboard like that, it should be goaltending.
Did not get called.
No. Levine came down and slapped the backboard trying to get the block, and when that happens, they're going to call goaltending on you. The shot goes up. Levine slaps the backboard. That's goaltending.
Still an 8-point lead and still Montgomery's ball. Bounce pass into Hayden Lee. They'll get a fresh 35.
It'd be like the same thing as if they grab the net. If you grab the net, that's goaltending too if it goes up like that. Montgomery's really controlled the second half, haven't they?
Yes, they have. Up top it goes. Evan Polson, under 4 minutes to go. Montgomery trying to hang on to a share of second place. Cardinal Newman was ahead last time I checked. Try and get an update on that game for you. Joe Pasquini is working hard at ysn365.com to keep the Facebook page updated with live scoring updates.
Every possession at this point in this fourth quarter, very important. They have to control the basketball, not turn it over. There's 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Plenty of time to get a good look. Work the ball around, try to take it off the dribble, find the open look.
10 seconds to shoot for the Vikings. Soria. McCondre takes it away. Mozzie McCondre all the way to the rack, and he's fouled. Great move by McCondre.
Well, he's relentless in the open court, attacking the basket. If you put the ball in his hands and you're on a run out, watch this defensive play right here. Watch him go for the strip. Nice play right here. Nice pick, and he tries to turn around, gets the basketball, and he's got it in his mind that he's going all the way to the hoop against two and picking up the foul and going to the free throw line.
We got a final. Windsor 70, Maria Creo 60. The Newman-Casa game has turned into a barn burner. 2:19 left in that. Newman 46, Casa Grande 45.
Wow, 1-point game. How about that?
Here it's 40-32. Montgomery over Santa Rosa with 3:23 to go.
Well, if you're McCondre, you got to make these free throws. You got one left. You missed the first one. You got to knock it down, cut into the lead, give your team some momentum.
McCondre misses both. It's like a lane violation, however, against the Panthers, so it's not going to matter. It'll still be Montgomery's ball. Shooter actually hit the line.
Somehow Santa Rosa's got to come up with a steal, a turnover, turn Montgomery over somehow.
Evan Polson gets it to Seitz up top. Vikings are in no hurry at this point. They've got their biggest lead of the night. Running a weave way out up top. Akai almost stole it. Hayden Lee open, steps inside the three-point line. Walker had it for a moment, but Seitz ends up with the ball. Tipped out, it is Kalea Kai. And Santa Rosa takes a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay live.
Well, we're back to the same thing, really. I mean, if Santa Rosa is unable to score the basketball, they're not going to win the game here tonight. So they got to find a way to break down the defense. Either get it into steal, let him take it off the dribble, maybe a Kai off the dribble. Levine has tried to make some outside shots, but he hasn't been able to knock anything down.
So we're going to take a break right here, and we'll be back with more in just a moment. Sorry, I thought they...
Highlights presented by Wild California, featuring the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. Available in Sonoma County at Oliver's Market, G&G, and Molesbury's.
Here we go, under 3 minutes to play. Santa Rosa needs a rally. Isaiah Steele tries to start it and does off the glass. It's a 6-point game.
Well, that was an impressive drive. That's the thing. If he takes you off the dribble, he can elevate over everybody.
Seitz in trouble. The Vikings are going to have to call a timeout. So Montgomery takes a timeout. And we'll step aside one more. No, this is going to be a 30. We'll stay up. We'll stay up on this 30. So Montgomery has to burn a little timeout right there. See if I can get some updates.
Yeah, great drive by Steele on that last one down the floor, and elevation and using the glass. That was a beautiful shot.
I got a final. Cardinal Newman 54, Casa Grande 49. So Newman goes to 5-2. Windsor goes to 7-0. There's your standings coming into the night. So Windsor has now won. They're 7-0. Newman has won. They're 5-2. You can see that right now it's a logjam fighting for the top 4 to make that playoff run. Of course, the top 4 will be in the NBL playoffs. If you have a winning record, you have a chance to go to NCS. And Santa Rosa right now at 9-9, 4-2. They are NCS eligible.
The Vikings have brought everybody to the front court to try to break this press.
Ryan Merricken trying to get around McCondry, and McCondry is called for a foul.
I thought he rode him. I thought he pushed him. Merricken's pretty light. He's a good handler of the ball, but I'm not sure if we got a replay of it right there, but it was right in front of us, and it appeared to me that he was kind of riding him out of bounds. But no matter. The official called it. You got to go to the free throw line, and Merricken's been just so key in this second half for the turnaround for the Vikings.
Merricken now has 11 points and makes it a 7-point lead.
I remember his brother last year was quite the shooter for the Vikings, but I don't know that he had the ability to take you off the dribble like his brother Ryan here.
McCondry with the rebound, and here comes Santa Rosa. Every possession will be important now for the Panthers as they try and come back. Gallegos tries to kick it back outside, and he's fouled by Hayden Lee. And I believe that's going to put Santa Rosa in the bonus.
Well, pressure's on. Gallegos has got free throws right in front of him. He's got a chance to make two buckets. The clock has stopped with 2:11 to go. His team trails by 7. Let's see if he can get it done here.
Gallegos got the roll.
Nice soft touch on that first one. The senior guard has done a really good job here tonight. I really like how he's under control with the basketball. Doesn't turn it over. He's a real team player.
So Gallegos gets 1. Two minutes to play, a 6-point game. Soria guarded by Levine. Up top it goes to Seitz. Merricken. The Vikings running the wave. Akai goes for the steal, doesn't get it, but Gallegos does. Gallegos has Akai on a run out. Lane Young from behind, can't get him. Big basket. Timeout Santa Rosa. Calais Akai.
I like the fact on Akai right there, going to the basket, that he didn't go for the dunk. If he had gone for the dunk, he might have got fouled and not got the basket. I love the fact that he just kind of eluded the defender, laid it in softly. Great decision by Akai.
All right, we'll be right back. It's a good one, 41-37, Montgomery by 4.
For the best in California comfort food in a friendly environment, come to Emily's Kitchen in Montgomery Village for breakfast and lunch with fresh soups daily along with sandwiches and salads. A neighborhood gathering place right near Montgomery High School. It's Emily's Kitchen.
Providing student athletes with the training to reach their full potential, the Sonoma County Cagers AAU basketball program. teaching hard work, dedication, self-control, and respect.
The Sonoma County Cagers are hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend at Santa Rosa Junior College's Hale Pavilion for 3rd grade through 8th grade boys. For more information, visit their website at SonomaCountyCagers.com.
Great shot of the Montgomery Viking crowd here. The battle of the fans is fun to watch as well as the game. And remember, this is a Monday night, Ronnie. These kids are out here on a Monday night. That's awesome.
Well, you can see why. We've got heck of a basketball game right here. And it's happening in the next minute and 38 seconds, unless, of course, it goes to overtime.
A steal by Akai. Tries to slide it across. Montgomery dives for it, and the Vikings end up with the ball. Oh, my goodness, what an opportunity. And then a steal and a foul by Levine way in the backcourt. Akai got a little impatient after that steal.
Yeah, you get excited about the steal, and you're trying to hurry the basket, and then he ended up turning it over. And then Lane Young kicks it out. And they try to work it around, and they do a good job. And then Tommy got
foul,
called for the reach in there. So let's see if they make the free throws.
Alex Soria got the first one. 3 points thus far for Soria. Minute 28 to go.
2-possession game at this point.
Soria got them both, taking advantage of the double bonus. 6-point game. Panthers trying to save a little clock by rolling it up. Akai, long three. Oh my. And that cuts the lead in half. That was a bomb. 1:16 to go. 43-40. What a shot by Calais Akai.
Dave, it was taken from about 28 feet. Just brought rain, Stephen Curry style, draining it, put it in the book, get back on defense. He was so excited about the shot, he was running back down the floor, and then he realized he had to come back and play some full-court pressure defense to try to get the ball back again. They've cut the lead to 3. It's a 1-possession game, exactly what they needed.
Cheering sections having a great time tonight. What a clutch shot by Calais Akai there to tighten this thing up.
Well, the pressure right now is on the Vikings. Can they break the full-court pressure? It's really been a problem here in the last minute and a half for them, and they've got to figure out to control the basketball, stay calm. And I've tried to figure out what's their timeout situation, how many timeouts they've called, a number of them here in the second half.
Santa Rosa's out of timeouts. Montgomery still has 2.
Okay.
So Zach Tiedemann has a couple of bullets left in his gun. Here comes the full court pressure. Seitz gets it over to Lane Young. Vikings trying to get it up. Got to get it across. Lane Young just barely does get it across, and he's fouled by Steele.
Yeah, that was a really tough call right there. Lane Young was a little bit out of control. He was trying to avoid Steele. I think that one could have gone either way, but the official called it. Lane's going to the free throw line. There was the passing. Here he is getting kick it back, and it'll come back to him. And there's Young, and then he tries to get by, and then, yeah, Steele was just a little bit with that leg there, had the leg on him.
Lane Young has scored all his points other than one long 3 at the free throw line, so he has 6 points now. That one's no good.
Still plenty of time in this basketball game. For Santa Rosa, get a good shot and a quality basket.
2-possession game. Calais Akai takes it again. Offensive rebound. Mozzie McCondre. Panthers still within 2. 40 seconds to go. The clock is rolling. Turnover. Santa Rosa's ball. The Vikings turn it over against the press. 44-42. 37 seconds to go.
Can you handle the pressure? That's the thing. Handle the pressure, remain calm under the clutch. Can you do it? Let's see. 37 seconds to go, plenty of time. They need a 2 or a 3.
Steele double teamed in the corner. Drives to the rack, hook shot. No good. Offensive foul call. Oh my goodness. That's 4 on Steele. The Santa Rosa bench is incensed.
My gut reaction was to go the other way. I thought Steele was fouled. I thought he was clear on the dribble. I thought he elevated away from the defense. That was definitely a slide by Lee. Lee slid into him. One of the few missed calls that they've had tonight on the officials. They've done a great job, but I think they missed that one right there. Lee slid underneath him.
30.9 to go. Montgomery's still got to try to get the ball up against the press. Hayden Lee has taken 2 charges tonight. He's obviously very good at selling that call.
Yeah, he sold that one, but he was still slipping. He was moving underneath him. So, hey, you know what? You got to get back on defense. You can't worry about it if you're Santa Rosa. You got to play basketball. You got to try to steal the basketball. You trail by 2. Get the ball in your hands. Do your very best. And Vikings are going to call one of their 2 timeouts.
Okay, and then we got to get to a break. So we'll take a break right here. 44-42. Good ball game.
Wild
Can always show it
California,
coming out.
featuring the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. Available in Sonoma County at Oliver's Market, G&G, and Molesbury's.
So the timeout, 30.9 to go. What a game.
Well, if you're the Vikings, you still have to beat this pressure and get the ball down the floor. You're still going to have to go against the shot clock.
American tries to get it across, and he's fouled. No, another timeout. They were getting close to the 10-second call, so they take another timeout. So we'll take another break. 24.5 to go. 44-42. Montgomery by 2 over Santa Rosa.
Providing student athletes with the training to reach their full potential, the Sonoma County Cagers AAU basketball program, teaching hard work, dedication, self-control, and respect.
The Sonoma County Cagers are hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend at Santa Rosa Junior College's Hale Pavilion for 3rd grade through 8th grade boys. For more information, visit their website at SonomaCountyCagers.com.
44-42, Montgomery by 2. Vikings will take it out right near midcourt. Shot clock is off. Panthers will have to try to go for a steal.
Out of timeout.
And then foul at some point quickly. They get it to American. American across the lane, Young. The Vikings run it back up. They got a foul. Hayden Lee is finally tied up and fouled with 16 seconds to play.
Well, I think Lee's missed a couple in this basketball game, right? From the free throw line. So it might be
one of 2.
Yeah, 1 of 2. So overall, he's a really good shooter. We highlighted him in the opening. He's averaging over 10 points a basketball game. He's played terrific here tonight. But he's got some pressure here on him. So he's got to knock this free throw down. Still 16 seconds left. If he makes 1, you can tie it with a 3, but if I were Santa Rosa, I'd come down and just get the quickest basket I could. If he makes both of them, then I think you got to go for the 3.
Hayden Lee gets the first one. Both teams are out of timeouts at this point.
Yeah, so Santa Rosa's got to bring it down. If he makes this one, you inbound the ball, I think you got to come down, shoot a 3, because then you're going to have to foul again. If he misses this one, I think you can go for the 2 or the 3.
Doesn't get the second one. Levine with the rebound. Panthers launch it up. Tommy Levine way off the mark. Akai comes down with it. Akai from the corner. No good. Back up. Levine at the buzzer. He got it. We're tied. We're going to overtime. Tommy Levine. Do you believe that? An incredible sequence. And we're going to overtime. Wow. 45-45 at the end of regulation. We got to take a look at that one again.
Well, how often do you see offensive rebounds or kick-out passes end up in wide-open shots? Levine had the first shot, which I thought was a little too early and a little too far out. It ricocheted. A guy had it there in the corner. He kicks it out, tries to shoot it up. It kicks out to Tommy right there, and he had time to measure that one, and that was beautiful.
How about Gallegos with the offensive rebound right there? So we'll step aside right here. They're going to tip it up one more time at midcourt as we go to overtime on the game of the week.
For the best in California comfort food in a friendly environment, come to Emily's Kitchen in Montgomery Village for breakfast and lunch with fresh soups daily along with sandwiches and salads. A neighborhood gathering place right near Montgomery High School. It's Emily's Kitchen.
Providing student athletes with the training to reach their full potential, the Sonoma County Cagers AAU basketball program, teaching hard work, dedication, self-control, and respect.
The Sonoma County Cagers are hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend at Santa Rosa Junior College's Hale Pavilion.
One more time. And here we go. The Panthers with the possession. McCondre. And he's going to the line. Maze McCondre.
I think Joel Seitz played really great defense on that one. I think if he would have just maintained straight-up verticality, I think he would have picked up the offensive foul on that one against McCondre. But he slid and tried to move his body just a little bit, and I think that put the onus on the official to call the defensive foul. Now, something we got to look at. Montgomery has not played in any overtime games this season. However, Santa Rosa has played in 3, Dave. They played against Redwood, a game they won 57-52. They played against Petaluma. They lost 66-64. And then they played in a triple overtime against Piner, 59-56, the game they lost. So they have the experience in the overtime as far as this season goes.
And how about Tommy Levine hitting that buzzer beater? That's the only basket he's made tonight as McCondre misses both.
Well, it was a timely one, that's for sure.
Montgomery had an 8-point lead. The Panthers rally to tie it. McCondre gets it away from American. McCondre up strong, too strong. Akai with a chance for a 3-point play. Calais Akai. 12 points now for Akai.
I think there was one point in the fourth quarter that I had mentioned that a full court pressing team oftentimes will find a way to go on runs. And it just seems like that's happened for Santa Rosa in this basketball game. Great drive, not able to convert, but Akai on the follow. But still not knocking down the free throws. Those free throws win basketball games for you. You have to shoot a high percentage to come out on top.
Akai misses the opportunity for the 3-point play. However, he does give the Panthers the lead. Levine tries to tap it away from behind, and he gets called for it.
Yeah, I think that was a tough call on Levine there. He had a pretty good strip of it, but guess we can take another look. But our angle, we're all the way across half court, so it's hard to see. The official was right there on the spot. Good
yeah, I'll
call.
tell you what, the Panther bench is going to have to be careful because they have been warned a couple times. They're very close to getting teed up.
Yeah, well, the one thing is if the official calls it, you're not going to change the mind of the official. The call is made, so you just got to play on. I thought Tommy Levine did a really good job on that one there in controlling his emotions. Because you got to stay in this basketball game. You're trying to win the basketball game.
Seitz gets them both. We're tied up again.
I like Levine off the dribble.
Levine up top. McCondre slices to the rack. Maze McCondre. And a chance for a three-point play again.
Boy, he gets in his mind. He's going to take you off the dribble. Levine finds McCondre, and he sees a little bit of an opening. And watch this. And to the basket he goes. Picking up the foul. What great touch. What great use of the glass. When you use the glass, it just gives it a little softer touch for that basketball and gives you a little bit more advantage.
McCondre completes the three-point play. He has 13 points off the bench tonight. The lead is 3. A steal by Akai. The Panthers definitely turning up the heat, and it's working. McCondre feeling it, and he travels.
Wow, what a break. Hey, Montgomery's got to settle down. They got to figure out how to beat the press. They can't get rattled. They got to go back to scoring the basketball, run their deliberate offense, get Seitz down low, American off the dribble. They got to get a good quality shot here.
Lane Young. 2:40 to go. We are in overtime. Panthers just kind of sagging back, daring the Vikings to try to bust it from the outside. Lane Young doesn't get it. Kept alive. Soria. Hayden Lee again. Wow. Several opportunities here for the Vikings as Hayden Lee makes 2 great plays, but then Levine steals it. 14 turnovers now. Seitz is limping up the floor. There goes Gallegos to the rack. Nice move. Anthony Gallegos. And a timeout taken by Montgomery.
Woo! How often do you see your opponent give you a hand and pick you up after you fall and do a turnover and twist your ankle? I think that was really great of Steele, offering his hand to Seitz down there. I'm not sure if they're friends or not, but I know they were talking prior to the basketball game. But Santa Rosa has been amazing off the dribble and getting to the basket and just using their athleticism and the energy of this basketball game here in the overtime to take the lead. 52-47, what a turn of events from this basketball game. They trailed, they tie it with a 3 at the end of the game, and now they lead by 5. Pretty amazing. If you haven't been out to a high school basketball game lately, come out and support the local community because this is just fantastic entertainment, great support for the community, and this is the future of our community too. So really great to see the success that they're having and how everybody's enjoying themselves.
Great battle here tonight. Santa Rosa with a 5-point lead here in overtime.
Although I would say at this point Montgomery's enjoying it a little bit less because they trail, but there's still time to get back into this game. 2 minutes to go.
Panthers were kind of in the same position as Montgomery is now in that fourth quarter, and they made it happen.
Wow, how fast things can turn around.
Vikings trying to work it up. This has been their Achilles heel late in the game, and there's a turnover. 15 turnovers now.
I've seen it so many times. A team that presses full court, just every now and then there's a point in the game where you go on a run and the momentum changes.
We're definitely seeing that at the right time for the Panthers. Tommy Levine takes the inbound. Santa Rosa with momentum and the ball. No reason to hurry up a shot here as we hit 25 seconds on the shot clock. Montgomery working his way inside again. Steele with an offensive rebound, and he'll go to the line.
Well, he's the strongest player out on the floor. He's the biggest guy down low. And he can do some damage down inside. Watch him kind of slip to the basket. Montgomery goes to the hoop, but he's right there for the miss and the putback and the foul. And Lane Young saying that he swiped it on the way up. It looked pretty close, but Steele's got to make these free throws.
Big free throws right here. You can really put Montgomery in a hole. Doesn't get the first one. 7 points, 7 rebounds for Isaiah Steele.
You know, you're shooting a free throw. You got to do the same thing every time. So when you get in a pressure situation like this, you go to that 3 dribbles or whatever you do, and then you just follow through and make it.
Doesn't get either. Whose ball? Montgomery's. As that one rolls all the way out of bounds. So tough sequence right there. 1:32 to go. If the Vikings do come back, mark those missed free throws in overtime as a problem. The Panthers are 1 of 5 from the line in the overtime. Lane Young flips that up backwards, and he'll shoot 2.
Great body control to keep that shot going up so he can get to the free throw line. Okay, the clock is stopped, and you're at the line. You got to like it. I like the fact that Montgomery took the pressure and put the onus on Santa Rosa. They pushed the ball up the floor. They're attacking the basket. But once again, we're talking free throws, right? You got to make them. I think that's the difference in the game. If Montgomery would have made them during the game, I think they would have came out on top.
Lane Young trying to creep the Vikings back in. That makes it 4 points.
Let's see if the Vikings go to a full court press right out of this made free throw if he makes it.
Santa Rosa still has 1 timeout. You get an added timeout in the overtime. Now it's a 1-possession game, 52-49. Indeed, they do press. Levine in trouble. Tries to get it over to Akai. They're going to have to hurry to get it across. They do. They have numbers, but they pull it back out. Seamus Lyons gets it to Gallegos. Gallegos says, hey, everybody, take a chill. Here we go into the corner. Seamus Lyons doesn't get the roll. Hayden Lee has the rebound. The Vikings can tie it up now.
You don't need a 3 if you're Montgomery. Just get a good shot, get a 2-point basket, get to the free throw line, do whatever you can, but you don't have to have a 3.
Hayden Lee to tie. Doesn't get it. Kicks back out to Lee to tie. Doesn't get it again. Steele comes down with the rebound and he's fouled.
Boy, his athleticism and his ability to rebound the basketball have been so important here in the overtime. His strength, his size, and he's just had a nose for the basketball. Great job by Steele, but last time down, he went 0-4 at the free throw line. So
yeah, they're 1 of 5 here in overtime.
Okay.
If they even hit a couple of those, it's a 2-possession game.
Well, they only got a 3-point lead at this point. There's Lee. There's Lee for the reload right there, and Steele with a great rebound and a strength. Boy, he's strong.
Steele gets one to drop. That's a big one because that makes it a 2-possession game.
Yeah, it sure does. That's a huge free throw and huge for your confidence when you make that first one. So let's see what he does with this one. If you're the Vikings, somebody's got to block Steele out, though, because he can get to the basket off of a miss.
He got them both. 35 seconds to go. The Panthers are going to keep the heat on. Little looser pressure this time. Akai almost got the steal. Gallegos does. Back to Gallegos. Foul. The Panthers in control with 22 seconds to go. What great energy in this gym tonight, Ronnie. Both sides, really. On a Monday night, we got our money's worth out of this one.
Well, and yeah, Montgomery has not been able to handle the full court pressure in the overtime. There's the Akai coming up with the deflection, the cross-court pass, once again by Gallegos coming up with it, and Steele to Gallegos, and then the foul. So back to the free throw line, march to the Santa Rosa Panthers. Gallegos at the line, but I'm going to say this. Both coaches we have here tonight are fantastic. They're doing a great job with their programs, and they really put these young men in a great direction.
Gallegos got it. He was definitely the guy they wanted to have the ball in this situation as the Vikings were forced to foul. See if the Vikings continue as he gets them both. The lead is 7.
Yep.
Tommy Levine fouls Merrick, and the last thing you want to do right here is create a foul, because now Montgomery has a chance to score points with the clock stopped.
Absolutely do not foul, but they did. So they're going to go to the free throw line now.
That may be 5 on Levine. I got him for 4, but I might have missed one. I think he's fouled out. They're checking at the scores table right now. That is 5. He's fouled out.
Well, Merrick has done a great job for the free throw line tonight. He's got a lot of pressure on him here. They're not even within striking distance. There's 22 seconds left. It's a 7-point game. So if he makes 2 free throws, they're within 5. They have to foul him. They're going to have to go for a steal and then foul immediately after he makes the free throws. If he misses one of these free throws, okay, so he makes the first one. If he misses the second one, you try to go for the steal. You try to block out for sure and try to get the offensive board. And if not, you got to foul immediately to try to stay in this game.
12 points for Merrigan. Doesn't get the second. And Steele is fouled.
Exactly.
So
what
we'll
you
go
had
to the
do.
other end.
Yep.
And I believe the Panthers are going to take their final timeout. So we'll step aside. 17 seconds to go here in overtime. Santa Rosa up by 6.
To reach their full potential, the Sonoma County Cagers AAU basketball program, teaching hard work, dedication, self-control, and respect.
The Sonoma County Cagers are hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend at Santa Rosa Junior College's Hale Pavilion for 3rd grade through 8th grade boys. For more information, visit their website at sonomacountykagers.com.
So here we go, the final 17 seconds of the game. It's been a good one. Steele with the inbound, throws it long for Akai, going for the touchdown, and Akai will take it out and get fouled. Smart move right there by Akai, although he had a pretty good chance to put the icing on the cake and get the crowd electrified, but right now they're playing against the clock.
Yeah, I mean, very unlikely that Montgomery's going to have a chance to come back in this game, but not going for the basket, not going for the layup, probably a better decision, and he can ice it if he makes these free throws.
And Akai does. 13 points now for Kalei Akai. 7 rebounds as well.
Yeah, this party's over. Yeah.
Second one, no good. McCondre with an offensive rebound. Mazi McCondre, what a game for him off the bench for Santa Rosa. And Joel Seitz goes ahead and fouls him, although I think at that point the Vikings were saying, hey, let's just let the clock run out. So McCondre has had a great game, 13 points, all off the bench tonight.
Well, he broke down the defense in the open court. He was the difference to get to the basket and attack the glass. And the Vikings did not have an answer for his strength and his willingness to get to the basket. He just drives so aggressively, and he's so fast off the first step, too. Handles the ball well enough to get to the basket and has great English when he's touching the ball off the glass.
McCondre doesn't get it, 57-50. The Vikings are out of time as American launches one, and the Panthers have done it. It has been a long, long time. I'm telling you, the last one I remember was about 1998, 1999, somewhere around there.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, we were doing games way back when, but I actually don't remember one. But what a fine performance here tonight. Just the momentum change after that shot. I mean, Santa Rosa was fighting back against Montgomery, and Montgomery had a comfortable lead there for a little bit. But Santa Rosa just kept fighting back, and then Tommy Levine somehow finds divine intervention and makes the outside shot, puts it in overtime. And then you got to think about, these guys have been in 3 overtimes already this season. How much difference was there with the experience of Santa Rosa versus Montgomery not having any overtime experience this year? But what a fantastic basketball game, and so many great performances out here on the floor, Dave.
So there's your final, 57-50, but do not go away. We'll be right back with our player of the game interview coming up next.
For the best in California comfort food in a friendly environment, come to Emily's Kitchen in Montgomery Village for breakfast and lunch with fresh soups daily along with sandwiches and salads. A neighborhood gathering place right near Montgomery High School. It's Emily's Kitchen.
Providing student athletes with the training to reach their full potential, the Sonoma County Cagers AAU basketball program, teaching hard work, dedication, self-control, and respect.
The Sonoma County Cagers are hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend at Santa Rosa Junior College's Hale Pavilion for 3rd grade through 8th grade boys. For more information, visit their website at sonomacountykagers.com.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We are invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Highlights presented by Wild California, featuring the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. Available in Sonoma County at Oliver's Market, G&G, and Molesbury's.
Providing student athletes with the training to reach their full potential, the Sonoma County Cagers AAU basketball program, teaching hard work, dedication, self-control, and respect.
The Sonoma County Cagers are hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend at Santa Rosa Junior College's Hale Pavilion for 3rd grade through 8th grade boys. For more information, visit their website at sonomacountykagers.com. Highlights presented by Wild California, featuring the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. things are about to get wild. Available in Sonoma County at Oliver's Market, G&G, and Molesbury's. Kerry Heiner has been helping local student athletes develop strength and speed for sports performance for over 20 years. If you're trying to get to the next level for club, varsity, college, or pro sports, contact Kerry Heiner now at 583-5720. Real results, real fast.
A big win tonight for the Santa Rosa Panthers over their arch rivals from across town, the Montgomery Vikings. A big reason for the victory, our player of the game tonight, Montgomery, who comes off the bench and scores 13 for the Panthers. What a game tonight. You guys trailed Mozzie down the stretch, send it into overtime. What fueled that comeback? How did you guys stay alive? You were down by 8 with about 3 or 4 minutes to go.
The way we try to play as a team. What we really had to do is we had to just talk, get composed, and just come back and get the team game going again. Sometimes we get a little individual, but once we bring it back as a team and bring that energy that we know we can bring, we usually get what we want. We usually get back to where we need to be.
This place went crazy for good reason. I can't remember the last time Santa Rosa beat Montgomery. I think you have to go back to about the late 1990s. What's that like for you guys to actually do it, to beat Montgomery finally, and to do it at home?
It's a little surreal. When you come to Santa Rosa High as a freshman, that's always a dream. If you're playing basketball, you just want to beat Monty. That's what you want to do. That's what you strive to do. That's what everyone wants you to do. And, to be the ones to do it, it's a little surreal. It doesn't even feel real yet, but, it feels great. I always kind of thought that maybe my class would be the one to do it, and we finally got it done. So it's just really exciting for us.
You brought some great energy off the bench. Both teams were ice cold. You came in and sparked your team offensively. What did you notice while you were watching the first few minutes of the game and getting ready to come in that helped you to do that?
I was just noticing a lot of opportunities to get to the hoop that no one was really taking, and I knew once I got in, I would have to go and take those opportunities, get to the rack, put up the points that we needed, and, just come out with energy, just try to spark something.
When it went to the overtime, after Levine made that outside beautiful three, I said to Dave, you guys had played in 3 overtime games. One of them was triple overtime against Piner. You didn't win that game, but you had the experience, and I thought that might benefit you guys going into the overtime. What was your thoughts, and do you feel the same way about that?
Yeah, I definitely feel the same way. I think that experience really helped us to stay composed and come out and play our team basketball. I think going into that triple overtime and, coming out with the loss really had us trying to prove something, really had us trying to show what we learned from games like that, and I think it ultimately helped us win.
You guys are a team that are very athletic, and you pressed full court the whole entire game. I thought about midway through the fourth quarter, Montgomery kind of faltered a little bit, and maybe they were a little fatigued, but that's when you guys were able to really take advantage and get back into the basketball game. Is this a mindset? You practice like this? Is your conditioning like that? What are you guys looking at going into the basketball game?
Well, we have a lot of dual athletes out here that play other sports, so we're always really conditioned. We all take a lot of pride in our athleticism, and we try to be the hardest working team on the floor, hardest working team in the league, and that's something we try to go into every game with. So, it was just a normal day for us to come out with that energy and wear down a team. That's what we always try to do, is run them until they're tired. So we just kept doing what we know how to do, and eventually got it done.
We didn't see you take too many outside shots tonight. You want to get to the hoop. Can you shoot the ball from outside?
I'm not the best shooter. I don't shoot many shots because I know I can get to the rim, but I had one jump shot. I usually try to stay away from it because we have some really good shooters out there that can get it done. So, I just was taking it to the hoop, knowing what I know how to do.
Hey, Dave, Cardinal Newman won tonight.
Cardinal Newman won, Santa Rosa won, so right now you guys are tied for second place. The race is really heating up. It's got to be exciting for you guys to, first of all, be in the race, but talk about what it's going to take to get over the hump, to make the playoffs, and to actually accomplish some of your goals.
Last time we played Newman, they came and got a huge lead on us in the beginning, and we can't let that happen again. So we're really determined to come and prove that we're not a team that can get taken like that. Not a team to be taken for granted, not a team to be slept on. So, we're trying to battle it out and prove that Santa Rosa is trying to come back into this basketball program, and we're not trying to have one of our past seasons. We're trying to start something new, start a new legacy at this school.
Tell us about that moment when the final buzzer sounded and your crowd erupted and you guys realized it was done.
You know, I try to stay calm. I try to act like, you know, that we still haven't won. Until the buzzer rings, we have not won. But, you know, once that buzzer went off, it was hard to control it. Everyone came down, and it was just one of the most exciting days of my life, honestly. And I can say that for the rest of the team. We all feel the same way. It's a huge day for us.
All right, well, Mozzie, great job tonight. Absolutely impressive. The fact that you did it coming off the bench was, I think, the best part for me. And you guys beat Montgomery, so that's got to be fun. I know there's going to be a huge celebration. But it's Monday night. You probably got homework to do, right?
Yeah, you know, we got some stuff to do. We got to get a good night's sleep, but we still got a little bit of time to get excited and, you know, celebrate with our fans, celebrate with the rest of the team.
Yeah, it's a 3-game week this week, so you guys got to get right back to it.
Yeah, so, you know, we can't take too much time. We just got to get right back into it, you know, keep going, try to solidify our spot. But we'll take some time off, you know, take in the win, you know.
All right, well, congratulations.
Hey,
we have a
great
player
job.
of the game
Great
t-shirt
game
for you
tonight. It was
from
really
Sonoma
impressive.
Design Apparel.
Very impressive.
I know you're going to enjoy that, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Maze Montgomery, our player of the game, does it with 13 points, all off the bench tonight for the Santa Rosa Panthers, and that was a lot of fun. Crazy game. Slow. Neither team made a shot in the first, 3 or 4 minutes, but to be just a fantastic finish, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Montgomery only scored 3 points. It was 8-3 after the first quarter, and then they led 16-15 after the halftime. And it was just really, really impressive for the Montgomery Vikings to come back. They had the lead at the very end of the game, but I tell you what, so somehow kept fighting and taking that basketball and ended up getting back into it. And then Tommy Levine at the very, very end and hit a 3-point shot, puts it into the overtime, and they had the experience. They had 3 overtime games prior to tonight's game. They went into overtime, so now they got 4. And I just think that the Vikings were kind of worn out mentally because they had to fight against the full court press the whole entire game. And then midway through that fourth quarter, man, they started breaking down, and then in the overtime, the momentum was in Santa Rosa's favor, and they made their free throws. Santa Rosa did at the end of the game.
All right, Ronnie, well, thanks for coming down from Tahoe today and being with us tonight. We'd love to do more of these games, but we need sponsors. We need help from the business community to make this happen so we can bring all the crew out here and do our thing. So if you'd like to get involved, go to the website and hit the contact button and get a hold of us. We'd love to have more sponsors to be able to do more live Game of the Weeks, just like this one tonight. I think we'd all agree it was definitely worth it tonight.
Oh, man, this is a fantastic basketball game. And if you want to support your local community, either get YSN to do your games, support that, or I tell you, just come out and watch the basketball games because the fan support for these young high school athletes is amazing. And tonight I saw something that, I know the Warriors and Spurs were playing tonight, but I can't imagine it was any better than this.
Can't imagine. Well,
no.
That's going to do it for us tonight. We'll see you again soon right here on YSN365.com. For Ron Weethee, our director Brian Leach, our replay producer Martin Kornfeld, and all of us here at YSN365.com. I'm Dave Cox saying good night from Santa Rosa High School. Once again, the final, Santa Rosa 57, Montgomery 50, a final in overtime.
For the best in California comfort food in a friendly environment, come to Emily's Kitchen in Montgomery Village for breakfast and lunch with fresh soups daily along with sandwiches and salads. A neighborhood gathering place right near Montgomery High School. It's Emily's Kitchen.
Providing student athletes with the training to reach their full potential, the Sonoma County Cagers AAU basketball program, teaching hard work, dedication, self-control, and respect.
The Sonoma County Cagers are hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament this weekend at Santa Rosa Junior College's Hale Pavilion for 3rd grade through 8th grade boys. For more information, visit their website at sonomacountykagers.com.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We are invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Highlights presented by Wild California, featuring the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious and healthy snack around. Watch out, potato chips. Things are about to get wild. Available in Sonoma County at Oliver's Market, G&G, and Molesbury's.